In this lesson, I want to go over some of the different styling options within Bootstrap. So we've looked at what's available within Bootstrap, and really there's a lot that you can do with Bootstrap. So we've got all of these options here: components, content, layouts, and all of this ability. So one of the things that oftentimes is very useful when you're developing your web content is using the utility classes. So these come in useful when you are creating and you want specific spacing within your web pages, the horizontal spacing, and so on. So you've got the ability to do that. We've looked at text wrapping as well. So let's open up our editor, our CodePen here, and we're going to look closer at some of the really neat things that we can do when it comes to our content within our web page. First of all, I need to get some text content, and let's make a few paragraphs here. Cut down the number of words so we don't have quite as many, 550, maybe 3 paragraphs. Maybe we'll do 4 paragraphs. Select all, copy to clipboard, open up into CodePen, and now let's apply some Bootstrap styling to it. So we saw that with Bootstrap with the utilities. We can do text justify, text no wrap. So what this does is this gives you the ability to justify the text. So it gives you some options on how you can present your content. So class, and we've got a whole bunch of these classes for text. So we can do something like no wrap. And I didn't have enough text within there for the no wrap, so maybe I do need more words. And select all, copy, and we'll try this again. So try to add that in there so that we've got some more content there. So we can do a no wrap on it, and so we see that there's a difference there, that it's not actually wrapping the text. We can do a text justify. So some of these effects you do need to have quite a bit of content really to be able to see what the difference. So we can text justify it as well. And again, that's another one of those that we don't actually see anything happening. So the no wrap just basically cuts it out. Justify it brings it so it's even right to the end. We've got one where we can do a text. So we can do a text excess. So we saw these before, how we can pull content over to the left, to the right, center it, and so on. So here we're pulling that text over to the right. So another really cool one with Bootstrap is you can do a text. So I know earlier I was trying to change text to uppercase. So I can really easily just update the case on the text by doing a text uppercase. So we transform that. We can do text lowercase, text capitalize as well. So those are by default. Some of those are already available. So let's go down here and work with some additional text options here. So maybe we want to do a text excess center here, and we've got it uppercase. So maybe instead of uppercase, let's do lowercase. So probably not going to see much of a difference there. So what this is going to do is simply transform it to lowercase once it does the refresh. So there's our lowercase text. So we see it's transforming it all to lowercase. We can also do a weight bold. So if we want all of it to go weight bold, this will bold out all of that text. So give it another second there to update. And we can also do a weight normal, weight italic. So I think it was this one here that was weight bold. Maybe we need to update and add in some additional text into there. Give it a second to reload there. It's not actually loading well, so let's refresh that. I know why it's not doing it, because actually this is a font. So because weight is font, so font weight bold. We can also do font italic if we want. And we've also got options to do text. So we've got the same thing where we've got the text. We can do a text primary. So that transforms the text into the primary color, success, info, and so on. So quite a lot of options here. We can do background, warning, So if we want to do that way, we could do combinations of the different options that we have within Bootstrap. And also let's do some other ones down here. So another class down here, and instead of primary, let's do warning, and we're going to update this because now we notice that the colors are the same. So now this, maybe do that primary. And of course, you can try any variation of this that you want. So we've also got the option to pull the text over to the left and the right. So we saw that over here, and we can also float the text in line with images. So just like what we saw earlier where we're pulling over to the left and to the right, so this is going to be slightly different than the text alignment, because this is going to be equivalent to floating it over. So if we've got images or if we've got other content, so we see that immediately there's not much of a change within this one. It's not aligning the text to the right, but if I had an image in there, it would pull it over to the left and to the right. So that's something also to keep in mind when you're styling and you're using the different styling cues within Bootstrap. So that's also, there's quite a lot of other things here within Bootstrap, and definitely worth checking out and seeing all the really cool things you can do with your text and just different content of your web page. So in the next lesson, we're going to be taking a look at some of these quick builder generators, content generators for Bootstrap, and some of these amazing resources online that are available for Bootstrap. So that's coming up in the next lesson.